Well, good afternoon, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started out of respect for y'all's time. I really do appreciate you all being here. We are very excited to share with you all, the upcoming events happening in District 2 and to finally officially share the keynote speaker and headline performer. I know there was some unfortunate leaks, but I think there's still an opportunity for some great surprises. As the largest MLK March in the nation, therefore the largest in the world, this March and Commemorative Program represent the single largest event that takes place in District 2. Visitors from around the world and right here at home visit our district, connecting with the art that adorns our buildings and infrastructure, the homes that have protected our families for generations, and the people who have built our city and have advanced our community for generations. This is one of the most significant events in our city, and we're looking forward to another successful year. So I'm going to start off by introducing Dr. Piper, who will share some information about upcoming events.
Thank you, Councilman. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here today. I am Dr. Doshi Piper, Chair of the City of San Antonio, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Commission. We are grateful to the City of San Antonio and our community partners, sponsors, faith leaders, youth, and media for joining us as we prepare for the city's most meaningful annual tradition, the MLK March. As we prepare for the march, I want to highlight the series of commemorative events that we invite our community to worship, reflect, celebrate, and take action together in. Starting on Friday, January 16th, we began with our Baptist Minister Union's worship service. This is at 7 p.m. at Antioch Baptist Church, grounding this week in faith and collective reflection. On Saturday, January 17th, we have our first annual Freedom Bike Ride fundraiser that goes to our scholarships. This begins at 8 a.m., followed by the Youth Empowerment Summit at 11 a.m. So the Freedom Bike Ride is at MLK Park, and the Youth Empowerment Summit is at the Eastside Boys and Girls Club, centering youth leadership and movement for justice. On Sunday, January 18th, we gather for our wreath-laying ceremony at 2 p.m. at the Martin Luther King Jr. Plaza, followed by our interfaith worship service at 4:30 p.m. at Friendship Baptist Church, honoring Dr. King's legacy through unity across faith traditions. On Monday, drum roll, this is MLK Day. We began the day with a Veterans Coffee Social and viewing station for community members with limited mobility, followed by our pre-march service at 8 a.m. Then the march steps off. I have 10 a.m., but if our lead marshals was here, they would say 9:59 a.m. The march steps off from MLK Academy, travels down MLK Boulevard, and then we end at Pittman Sullivan Park, where our commemorative program takes place. During the march, there's an early morning worship service. When we get to the park, that's when the afternoon commemorative program starts, and our afternoon celebration is in Pittman Sullivan Park as well. On Thursday, January 22nd, we have our Trinity Lecture Series, where we invite the community to come out and hear Dr. LaRon Martin at Trinity. This will be at the Stern Theater at 7 p.m. And finally, I want to invite the community to continue the celebration in May with our Voices of the Dream celebration, where we honor our public award recipients, our scholarship honorees, and our sponsors. I am going to now invite our Vice Chair, Valerie Ryford, to come and introduce our MLK Commissioners.
Hello, my name is Valerie Ryford, and I am the Vice Chair for the City of San Antonio Martin Luther King Jr. Commission. And I would like to give just immense gratitude to our entire commission. This amazing event takes pretty much all year to plan, and over 20 of us commissioners are meeting every other week to make sure that this happens. And so I want to extend my most sincere gratitude to Dr. Piper for being our commission chair this year, to our District 2 liaison, Alicia Williams, to our fundraising chair, because we could not do this without any funds, Angela Jolivet, our outreach chair, Pisha Mabry, our March chair, Reverend Deborah Seward, our secretary, Latanya Burton, our treasurer, Charles Johnson, our budget and finance chair, Dr. Ray Washington, our commemorative program chair, Mia Morris, our youth programs chair, Dr. Tanette Powell, our scholarship program chair, Tyrone Darden, our public awards chair is Francine Prosser Johnson, our wreath laying co-chairs are Harold and Mary Fulton Moore, Wahida Kara is our interfaith chair, Patricia Mejia is our Voices of the Dream Celebration co-chair, along with Denise Lucky. Trent Brightung is our communications chair. Bishop Rosa Wilson is our pre-march worship chair. And Pastor Michael Steve Brown is our Baptist Ministers Union Worship Service Chair. And I would like to give a very special thank you to our city liaisons who do so much work and heavy lifting for us. I would like to thank Sonia and Dr. Mata, who are here with us right now. And I would also like to give a really big thanks to Joe Frank and Shreya as well. We could not do it without y'all, and we couldn't do it without this entire commission just giving so freely of their time. I really appreciate them so much, and I will give it back to the councilman.
And now is a very special time. We have a couple reveals for you, starting with our keynote speaker. A history-making Olympic champion, this trailblazing gymnast rose from an early start in the sport to become one of the most accomplished and influential athletes of her generation. Competing on the world's biggest stages, she earned 3 Olympic gold medals, team gold, individual in 2012 London, individual all-around gold 2012 London, and team gold 2016 Rio. Y'all figuring it out yet? A feat unmatched in U.S. women's gymnastics history. She also claimed world championship gold and silver in the all-around, becoming the first reigning Olympic all-around champion in more than 3 decades to return and medal at a world championships. Her impact extended far beyond the mat. She became a global cultural icon, appearing on The Tonight Show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, leading the Pledge of Allegiance at the Democratic National Convention, and being named the Associated Press Female Athlete of the Year. A 2-time New York best-selling author, her life story was adapted into a Lifetime television film, and she has continued to inspire as a producer, speaker, and advocate for mental health and resilience. Her legacy is one of courage, excellence, and perseverance, embodying the very ideals celebrated at this historic gathering. We are excited to welcome our 2026 MLK March and Commemorative Program keynote speaker, Gabby Douglas. This year, the keynote will be a fireside chat and Q&A with Ms. Douglas, and we're encouraging residents to submit their questions at sanantonio.gov/MLK. And now something y'all for sure have not heard, our headline performer. This Grammy-winning singer, songwriter, and actress has emerged as one of R&B's most powerful and emotionally resonant voices. With her platinum-certified breakout hit, I See You, she topped the Billboard R&B Airplay chart, earned multiple Grammy nominations, including Best New Artist, and took home the 2024 Grammy Award for Best R&B Performance. Her acclaimed debut album, Why Not More, marked a bold era of empowerment, connection, and creative freedom. Alongside her music career, she has built an impressive presence on screen, starring as Hilary Banks in Peacock's Bel Air, with earlier roles on Disney Channel's So Random, the TV movie Let It Shine, and Netflix's Vampires vs. the Bronx. Raised in a creative household and guided by a deep sense of purpose, her artistry bridges generations and genres. This year, again, her debut album, Why Not More, is nominated for Best R&B Album at the 68th Grammy Awards taking place on February 1st, And a few days later, she will be performing the Negro National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, at the Super Bowl. Her voice, both musical and cultural, continues to shape the future of R&B. And we are so excited to be welcoming our 2026 MLK March and Commemorative Program headline performer, Coco Jones. Coco Jones and Gabby Douglas embody excellence, perseverance, and the power of Black leadership across generations. Gabby Douglas represents discipline, courage, and historic firsts, breaking barriers on the world stage and redefining what is possible through determination and grace. Coco Jones represents creative freedom, emotional truth, and the modern voice of empowerment, using music and storytelling to connect, heal, and inspire. Together, they reflect Dr. King's vision that greatness is achieved not only through achievement, but through purpose, lifting others as you rise, honoring resilience, and daring to dream beyond the limits placed before you. We are so excited to welcome both of them to San Antonio, and we look forward to seeing you all there. So thank you all so much for being here today, and we will allow for some questions.
How long is the performance scheduled to be from?
It'll be a 30-minute performance.
What was the idea behind asking these two powerhouses of Black men to be part of this? And how do you feel about them saying yes?
I think about the moment that we're in America and in the world and on the global stage, and the power of Black women. And so I think, especially this year where both our chair and vice chair are Black women, we have a powerful group of Black women on the commission. I think it's important that we acknowledge the role that they play in leadership, especially as we honor MLK and all the women who supported him. We have a few big goals, right? One is that we're going to continue to have the largest march in the nation. We're going to continue to strive to put on the best show, the best events. People are going to walk away from this march with a lot of takeaways and feeling inspired and empowered. And so having both Coco Jones and Gabby Douglas here in San Antonio together, I think is going to be fantastic for so many people. I'm excited to hear their stories and connect with, of course, Coco Jones' music, and I can't wait for the day.
Given the fact that the celebration is the achievements that were reached in the 60s by Dr. King, the Million Men, march, and everything that it was achieved. But everything that it was achieved has been gutted under this administration. Just a couple of days, Mr. Trump said that whatever happened, it was bad for white people. And now he's saying that they should be going back. So, in a way, it's a celebration, but it's a celebration that something is probably either disappear or it's about to disappear altogether. Shouldn't be this guest celebration, but at the same time, a call for something more meaningful, like union or something like that, because whatever was achieved, it has disappeared already. And I don't know if you can talk about that or somebody else here.
I got you.
Okay.
I'll say something that's always said is that our march it's a march. It's just that. It's not a parade. And while it is a celebration of how far we've come, it's an acknowledgement that we still have so much work to do. And you feel that in the movement as we move along MLK. I think what I would like to convey, in addition to that, is that no one man can halt progress. No one man can undo all that we've achieved as a community and as a society. San Antonio, and specifically the East Side, has a very strong civil rights history that will continue to be true no matter who is in any level of government. And I think that when we all come together on Monday to march, we're going to be surrounded by community organizations, we're going to be surrounded by nonprofits, we're going to be surrounded by unions and people who are more than just their individual role in the movement. It is a collective, and I think Monday is going to be very inspiring for all. But thank you for the very thoughtful question.
How do you encourage and empower people from all backgrounds to show up to the march and also take part and want to learn something?
I think that's the challenge of the commission, right? Is that we have historically had the largest MLK March in the nation. There are some of our elders who are used to marching every single year and have been with us since the very inception of the march. I think it's important that we always reach out to new generations, and I think that makes I think Gabby Douglas and Coco Jones a little bit more resonant right now, in that they're both young millennial, elder Gen Z. They're going to connect, but also you have folk on the commission who, as they go about their work all year, they're thinking about, how do I use the Youth Empowerment Summit to inspire the next generation? How do I use the public awards recognition as an opportunity to acknowledge all of those who are contributing right now and today? And how do we continue to empower others to continue their role in an ongoing movement? And so I think there's a number of strategies that we take, including who we book to come out, the types of events that we do, the locations that we're in. I think all of those things are important, and I'll say that we have one of the most strategic and well-rounded commissions in the city.
So Gabby Jones will be singing here.
Coco Jones will be singing, yes.
And Gabby Douglas will be here.
Yes, she'll be our keynote speaker.
Will it be after the march on Friday, or what day should we sing? Or will be on the
So Monday is the march. So we're going to start off at MLK Academy. We're going to end up at Pittman Sullivan, and that's where our program is going to begin. And that's where you'll hear not just Coco Jones and Gabby Douglas, but you'll hear from at least 20 different artists and performers as well.
And also Rosa Parks will be.
Bus up Rosa Parks.
It'll be in the park, yes.
It will be in the park, yes.
Obviously, we have a historic number of people who come out. Do you have any estimates on how many people you expect to attend this
Ooh.
year?
I try not to jinx it. We're always aiming for 6 figures, and I think we always achieve it.
Now, with that in mind, and the fact that you're expecting a lot of people, traditionally, a lot of Hispanic Latino organizations have marched elbow to elbow. I mean, I remember Henry Cisneros almost at the front of the parade with all of you. Given the circumstances right now, and this is what is happening really. So, at any moment, all of those organizations, Latinos and all the Hispanic people living now on the east side too, as your constituents, what if they feel afraid of ICE presence? Can we assure them that everything is going to be okay if they show up?
What I can convey one of my favorite parts about the MLK March is that when you show up, no matter who you are, you're in community and you're family. And I think you see exactly who San Antonio is as a community at the MLK March. And so if you come out to the MLK March, you will be in community with those who seek to protect you, who seek to march alongside you, and who seek to further empower and ensure that you always know that San Antonio and the East Side is your home.
Would you understand if some people decide to step on? Would you understand that?
MLK Day and the MLK March is political. It is political in nature in that I told the story at the last MLK meeting. When I think about Martin Luther King Jr., he was not a popular man at the time. He was the most hated man in America. And he woke up every single day knowing that he could be assaulted, he could be jailed, he could be murdered. And so with that strength and with that determination, that courage that he displayed, we have to make a choice. We have to make a choice for ourselves and for our families. And so you show up, you be in community, you march alongside us, you stay home, you keep yourself family. Both are noble causes.
Can you tell us about what potentially backup plans there are if the weather becomes an issue, because weather has caused cancellations in the past, and what type of weather would potentially lead to cancellation?
What I'll say is that there is always a backup plan. The story here today is we are very excited to have the march next Monday. It is going to happen. In the case of inclement weather, we're always ready for a backup.
Will it be like moved indoors somewhere, or is there a location or anything like that?
We will let you know as the date gets closer if we have to do that. And the reason I don't give as direct an answer as I think you're hoping is I don't want to confuse the community. Right now, the march is happening.
And then you talked about 20 artists and other performers being a part of the event. I guess approximately how long is that full event at the park expected to kind of run for if somebody was maybe not able to make it to the march but wanted to come out later in the day?
It starts at 10 and ends at 3:30.
Yeah, 9:30.
So it starts at 9:30, ends at about 3:30, for sure. And we'll be a lot of that in the very beginning is going to be some early programming because we're still going to be wrapping up the march around that time.
So that day you start with the worship morning, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Quiet on this side.
Can I ask what the march means to you?
Ooh. I won't repeat too much of what I've already said, but I think to me, MLK Day and the MLK March is a demonstration of all the reasons that I choose to call San Antonio my home. It's where you get to see folk from all over the city, all over the country who are here marching in unison, loving each other, feeding each other with the breakfast, passing water along to marchers. You see folk who live along the march route who are waiting anxiously to see all the people that they've seen over the years. And it's just a beautiful time of coming together and community. And I think there's very few events in San Antonio that demonstrate exactly what the culture and spirit of San Antonio is in the way that the MLK March does. Did I get it? Wonderful. Well, thank you all so much. I really appreciate you. Look forward to seeing y'all on Monday.